Now, I'm going to take you through the spawner tweak options. There are a lot more options for spawning, and I'm not going to show you every single one of them. I'm just going to show you the basics. So if we go to put a piece down, let's just use our 1x1 block because that's... All right, so we've got our block here. Now we're doing spawner tweaks. So this is where we're going to change the component of this object. So before we were just modifying the properties of the object, now we're just going to change it into something completely different and interactable, right? Some interactable, some not. So component equals, here are our choices: altar, pickable, spawner, spawn point, runestone, chest. Right? We went over this before. Let's start with altar, right? Altar. Now, if we go to altar, here are our options: amount, delay, faction. These are all for spawning items or creatures, right? They're all pretty self-explanatory, and the only things that really you might need help with are the effects, because the effects are like effect prefab IDs. So if we pull up our easy spawner and we go to the prefix, the VFX underscore, it'll give us a whole bunch of visual effects that we can just spawn in and see what they look like. So that's, boom, we just spawned in the bowl add item. If we wanted that to happen every time we use the altar, we could do that. We could also do anything, dragon egg destroy, boom. So let's do that, dragon egg underscore destroy. All right, now this may happen. So then you're gonna do tweak altar. We're gonna start to give it commands. So we'll do spawn, we want it to spawn gray dwarves. Gray dwarves. Spawn gray dwarves. Spawn effect. Spawn effect, right? We were just looking at that, whatever that thing that I keep hitting is. That's VFX. Dragon egg destroy. Dragon egg destroy, right? One. So now we know what it's gonna do. We need, what's the offering? What's the item? Let's see. Spawn item, required ID right here. So spawn item equals stone. Right? We'll just do stone. And then amount, number of items needed to interact. So we need 1 stone. Amount is 1 stone. Okay. So I will give myself 1 stone on stone 1. I will put this stone here. We'll go up to my new altar. I make the sacrifice. Now. So you saw the effect, right? I don't know if you saw the effect, but when it spawned in, it used the dragon egg effect. Now, if I had changed this to a different interact for a use effect, so when effect is used, if I just now type in, tweak altar, and then use effect, and then do VFX dragon hold breath. All right, so here, I'm gonna do it again. Ready? Hold breath. Every time you use the altar, it will use that effect. And if we wait, we'll see where another one spawns. Maybe that one was over there. You can also change the spawn diameter. Spawn radius, that's the maximum spawn radius, and then the spawn offset is the distance from the ground, especially if it's a flying creature. Spawn data, so again, if you copy an object or something like that, then... Do I have ghost off? Ah, there we go. Respawn time. So if you want the creatures to keep respawning in a certain amount, even after you make the altar thing, that's a thing you can do. When spawning items, the offset position, this will also change the use effect position. So if I wanted to make this an item and make this spawn, so tweak, alter, spawn, bronze, sword? No, mace, bronze, yeah. And then spawn radius is 5. Item offset, right? Item offset equals 0, 0, 5. Now when I give this thing a stone, it will give me a bronze mace with the cold effect 5 meters up in the air. Boom. There's the cold effect. The bronze mace just fell down. There we go. So that's your tweak altar. You can give a random number of effects, so you can actually chain effects. So if I wanted to do this and then also do an audio effect, so you can look those up with your easy spawner, and the prefix would be SFX, and then you can just go through and see which ones you like. Fear death, start effect. We haven't done yet, so start effect, SFX, fear death. Right, so when I start this, it should make that same sound effect. Because we're doing an item, it's different. So spawn equals railing. Yeah, so did you hear it? You hear that? So now it's doing it. And it's using the effect that we gave it. Ploop. Perfect. Very flexible. We've done tweak altar, tweak chest. Now, tweak chest is actually pretty cool. So if we go over here to our chest, right? And we want to make a chest that spawns gold and bronze armor. We want to give it our own name and give it a random number of chances to spawn, you know, certain amounts of items. So here we go. We'll do this. Tweak chest, right? Item. Bronze. Okay, so it's armor. More bronze chest. 1. And then we'll start with 1, but also max of 5. So we've got our item. We can also do multiple items. So if I wanted to just keep going, item equals coins, right? 1, a minimum of 5 and a max of 100. Okay, so we've got our 2 items, right? Tweak chest, items min max amount, right? Respawn it's in minutes. Respawn equals, I would just do 1 minute. And then the name. So name equals awesome chest 3000. Okay, so player comes up, it's awesome chest 3000. Bronze and gold. Ta-da! Now, if I remove these, so I have to wait for the chest to respawn the items. Okay, now we've checked again. There it is. It's doing the job we asked it to. Now we can copy this data. You know, if we typed in copy or object copy. Now we've got the data for this chest, and then we can add this into a location, into vegetation data. We can add it into anything. So it's really flexible, but that's what you can do with tweak chest. Now we go to tweak creature. Okay, Grayling is sleeping. Don't move, Grayling. Now, if I wanted to adjust this with tweak creature, right? I could do, this could be a boss equals true. Grayling is a boss now. Faction, health, hunt, ID. That's for item drops. So if I want to kill this thing and then have it drop something, specific, I can do that on the fly here. So tweak creature, what is it? Item coins, right? 100. Well, 1 is fine. 5 and then 1,000. Star multiplier. Okay, so when I kill this thing, it should drop a ton of coins. Woohoo! There you go. That's what that does. Level and name, that will just give the creature a different level and name, and you can do this in radius. So, you know, if I wanted to add a bunch more Greylings here, and I wanted to affect all of them at once with this command, I would do this. Let's just do 50. But then put radius equals 30. So now, all the creatures in that radius have been affected. So if I go kill these guys, they're all dropping coins. Okay? That's how that works. Tweak fermenter. This is just changing what the fermenter will input and output. We're gonna skip that one for now. Tweak item stand, that's just putting items on the item stand. I don't normally use this because there's so many other more interesting things to do. Oh, respawn. So if I just do respawn, right? Tweak item stand respawn equals 0.2, right? So it should just keep respawning over and over again now. So you get an item, you put it on the item stand, right? Just like that. And then you tell it to keep respawning a certain number of times, and it will keep respawning that item. Tweak pickable. This is one of my favorites. So you can do this with any object. I can make this block pickable. So tweak object component equals pickable, right? This is now set to pickable. I can pick it up if I want it, but it doesn't have any parameters set, so I need to set the parameters first. Amount, name, respawn, spawn ID, spawn offset, use effect. So I want it to tweak pickable, spawn black metal, amount 5, spawn offset 3, use effect VFX underscore, let's just pick one, barnacle destroyed. Okay. Now, when I pick this up, it should give me black metal spawning in the air, and it should give me an effect. I believe that's all. Spawn offset, spawn ID. Respawn minutes, right. So that's the one thing I didn't do. Tweak, pickable, respawn, pickable, respawn equals 0.2. So I come up to the stone and I pick it, metal stone thingy. Woo! Now it should respawn in 1 minute because I've set it to 1 minute respawn. So we'll wait 1 minute and see if we can come over there. It says respawn never, so that shouldn't be correct. But we're gonna try it with a different prefab. We're gonna use the Plant Everything mod because that actually has cool plants. So let's do it with this delicate lily. So we're gonna change this to a pickable object. So tweak object pickable, a component equals pickable, right? So now it's a pickable thing. This back, no. Okay. So we're going to tweak this. We can just kind of use the same similar commands, but we'll change it a little bit. We'll do spawn coins, amount 5, offset 3, same effects. We'll call it coin flower, coins flower, flower, with a respawn of 1 minute. And there we go. So it's now changed to coins flower. If I pick it, gives me the effects, gives me coins. Now it should be respawning. Oh, there we go. It is working. All right, just didn't wait long enough. So even though it says respawn never, it does actually respawn. You just have to wait the full minute and it will come back around. All right. Okay, tweak spawner. Now, these are the two big things. And they use all of the same parameters that we've used for a lot of the other things. So if this is a spawner, we're going to change it to a spawner. So tweak spawner, right? Or sorry. So, sorry. Object. Or tweak object. Tweak object. Component equals spawner, right? Spawner, right? Now we can change this into a spawner. So we're going to use we're going to do some really basic things. I showed you this in the previous video, so I'm not going to go over every single option. But I will show you that it can use the effects the same way. So if you wanted a different effect, let's just put in a real quick thing. So tweak spawner spawn for and respawn equals 5, max amount, max total is 5, use spawn effect, right, is sound effect for alerted one spawn effect VFX let's see, sure, whatever that is, and trigger distance equals 10. Okay, so I've set this to spawn boar, and I need to turn ghost off for it to work. So I have to wait for it. There it goes. There's the breath. All right, so now you've seen that it can create the same kind of like effect. And it's playing the boar alerted sound every time it respawns. Right, so there we go. So I can get rid of that. So that's tweak spawner. And you can do the spawn points the same kind of way. You can take any object and you can make this into a rune stone. So I like this idea. I'm gonna use the clutter mod, right? So if I use the clutter mod and I put this open book, make it a little bit bigger. Ooh, cool, right? I want the open book to be a runestone. So then I just do tweak object, right, component equals runestone. Okay, now it's a runestone. Now I can do those same adjustments. I can use the in-game UI to make my adjustments. So, hidden book of despair. Don't look in my pages. Evil books and books and stuff. Okay, so now when I come up to here, I'm gonna hit it. Evil books, don't look at my pages, don't look in my pages, right? And I don't know if this is still adding it to compendium. Okay, so it did eventually add these. Don't look in my pages. So this, you can see where these effects are coming into play in the compendium and stuff like that. Now I've noticed that if I come up to this again and I try to read it, it does allow me to interact, but the prompt does not come up. So if I come up and press interact, it will actually do it, but the prompt on screen is not there. I don't know if this is a part of the mod that is, you know, not possible, or if it's just something that hasn't been taken care of. In any case, that's how to change any item into a runestone. You can do the same thing to a chest. Now I wanted this, I want to change something into a chest, so I will use the clutter mod again, and I will put a large bucket. Now my large bucket I want to turn into a chest, so tweak object component equals chest. Now it's a chest, so I can do tweak chest, and I can use any of the commands for the tweak chest that I did earlier. So, you know, item is coins, and 1, 1, 10, respawn equals 0.1, name equals coin bucket. Oh, gotta do underscores bucket. Coin bucket. Now, if I come back to this coin bucket in 10 seconds or whatever, there should be some coins there. Let's see. Coin bucket's got coins in it. Looks like it's working. We've got our pickable items. We've tweaked our runestone over here. We've made a new runestone and a new nice wooden railing. Ooh, a chimney kit. Look at that. Pretty sweet stuff here. Oh, these are pretty nice. Wow. Oh, man. Check it out. That's pretty cool. Could make this into a runestone. That'd be pretty sweet. Stone floor deco. Oh, I like this. That's cool. Cool. Very cool. So that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. We've gone over the spawner tweaks, mods, and shown you some really cool stuff. If this video was helpful, please consider subscribing and giving it a like. More tutorials coming soon. See you in the next one.